Welcome back, Truth Seeker. July 21st, 2019. In the news today, thousands of bones discovered in Vatican crypt in search for missing teenager. And this story is not about any recent missing teenager. It's about a young woman who disappeared at the age of 15 years old, June 22nd, 1983. 36 years ago. And 1 month. What I'm going to show you in this video is how her disappearance was a ritual synced up with the Pope at the time, John Paul II, and this news story is coming today in tribute to the current Pope, Pope Francis. So let's begin here. Today, July 21st, 19, it's a date with 47 numerology. Vatican equals 47, as does Francis, the sitting Pope. And this code of letters and numbers is based in Kabbalah. It's very important to the Jesuits. Pope Francis is the first publicly Jesuit Pope. 47 is also the 15th prime number, and the young girl who disappeared was 15 years old. Notice the name Pope John Paul II. Again, he was the reigning Pope at the time. The young girl had a picture taken with the Pope not long before her disappearance. But notice Pope John Paul II is 211, which is the 47th prime number. And again, this story coming on a date with 47 numerology. Today's date also has 67 numerology. Her bones were found beneath the Teutonic College in the Vatican City. Notice that equals 67, as does Pope John Paul II, as does Satanic, as does Killer, as does Blood Sacrifice. 67, a number that shows up around death often. This is a story of death. Speaking of death, today, July 21st, leaves 163 days left in the year. That's the 38th prime number. Death, murder, killing, they all sum to 38. So here's a little bit of the reporting. Thousands of bones have been unearthed in 2 ossuaries discovered in the Vatican City as part of an ongoing search for clues into the disappearance of a 15-year-old girl more than 3 decades ago. Emanuela Orlandi, who was the daughter of a prominent Vatican employee and lived within the walls of the Holy City, disappeared in the summer of 1983 while on her way home from a music lesson in central Rome. Of course, 83 is the year the song Murder by Numbers came out. Notice her name, Emanuela Orlandi, equals 145, just like Catholic. In recent times, we saw the head coach of Michigan football, Jim Harbaugh, go to the Vatican and visit Pope Francis. And then a couple days later, his star tight end, who was supposed to go in the first round of the NFL draft, fell all the way to the 145th pick. Last year, he was supposedly injured on the Jesuit order's birthday, September 27th, and that player's name is Jake Butt. And I just want you to think about that. He plays the position tight end. He has the last name Butt. He became part of a joke involving the Catholic Church. Think about it. If you missed my work on last NFL season and why the Saints were the first team to get to 8-2 on the Pope's 82nd birthday, and the ritual with the genocide of the native teams on Christopher Columbus Day and how that was synced up with the Pope, go back and check it out. A lot of rituals are ran through the Pope. And case in point, this girl disappeared June 22nd, 1983. Pope John Paul II, the sitting Pope at the time, his birthday was May 18th. From his birthday to her disappearance was 35 days. Big number with the Catholic Church. Catholic equals 35. Holy See equals 35. The Holy See, also called the See of Rome, refers to the jurisdiction of the Bishop of Rome, known as the Pope. 35 days from the Pope's birthday. Don't forget, the only Catholic president was JFK. He was number 35. His election had everything to do with 35. If you run the word Catholic in reverse, it sums to 46. Like how there's 46 books in the Catholic Old Testament, like how JFK was 46 when he reportedly died. But 35 days from the Pope's birthday. And now here's the kicker. From today, the day of this news story, to Pope Francis's upcoming 83rd birthday, like how she disappeared in 83, 149 days, which is the 35th prime number. So no doubt this is why they're bringing up this news story on this day. And again, every single day, the news is contrived this way. And you can see it, plainly when you know the code. Her first name, Emanuela, also has a Gematria value of 144 like Jesuit order. Emanuela also sums to 72 like Jesuit order. Don't forget Donald Trump, who went to the Jesuit University Fordham. He visited the Pope on May 24th, 2017, the 144th day of the year. These numbers get used repetitively. Again, she died in 83. Murder equals 83. Well, at least that's when she disappeared and now her bones have been found. You can only assume she died in 83. Her name, Emanuela Orlandi, also sums to 89. She died right after the summer solstice, June 22nd, when she disappeared at least. Summer 89, religion's 89, Holy See's 89. Consider the gospel, the story of Jesus, is 89 chapters long. 89 is the 11th Fibonacci. Jesus equals 11. Revelation equals 121, square root 11. If you had 1 through 11, it equals 66, like Revelation's the 66th book of the Bible. Again, this encoding is biblical. Most of these numbers relate to the Bible. And the Jesuits, their full name is the Society of Jesus. Notice how summer solstice and Society of Jesus have perfect overlap in 3 out of the 4 ciphers. Alphabetic order with rules numerology, reverse alphabetic order. Here's the picture of the young girl, Pope John Paul II, with Emanuela Orlandi, pink jumper in the center. And from right, her brother Pietro, father Ercole, and mother Marie. He's not looking too happy, is he? She's not really either. What do they say? A picture says 1,000 words. So, just need to get this information out there. Be sure to spread this to all your good Catholic friends. And if they tell you it's all a coincidence, you can be certain they're under complete mind control. Which is the aim of the church. But the Catholic Church is one sick and twisted institution. So are most religions. Till next time, Truth Seeker.